Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Newton on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets. And
he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They're going to look to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on second down is Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Here's a give to Barkley. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Play action. It's Newton. Funches has it complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They snap it to Newton. It's caught by Funchess. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Newton now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Godot's kick is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this is incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
20.
Throwing again. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. Newton toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the red zone now, Newton can fight it. He lost the football. It's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. .13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw again. That'll be caught by Rodgers. A gain of 39 that time. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Newton on 1st down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are back within a score. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line. To the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Bird. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Come on now. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Play action. It's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Over.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Here again is McKinnon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw complete there. Rodgers. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And a across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jonnu Smith taking it in. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, here's Newton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Detroit!
Now it's Breida, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's
Detroit!
2nd and 12.
Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the I.
3-19. Leopard.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Throwing is Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw is Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. The 49ers